Hey everyone, Scorp here, continuing this Duelist of the Roses zombie playthrough of the Chaos mod. We're super overpowered at this point because I farmed too much and got myself 30 violet crystals, which took way too long. Um, Otherwise, we're just gonna get started today against Pegasus. I'd really like to just bait his creatures in really bad and kill them. Though that's probably a spell. Well, this is one of those duels that, one of these would be very nice. That's a spell that he played there. We'll just do this. Come play a monster, Pegasus. Literally give him a trail of monsters leading back to our deck leader. Well, that's a monster. He fused into like a soul hunter or something? I don't know what he can really fuse into. Illusion, Dark Elf with double Malevolent Nuzzler, huh? I'm gonna move my deck leader over so he doesn't change of heart me. Manga Ryuran. He can hit over this. Oh no, he can't hit over that. I don't know if I want to play Wood Remains this duel. Whatever. At least flip the Skelgon. Oh, I meant to put Dokuro Rider in attack mode. Whoops. Or Dokuro Rizo. Actually use a Celtic Guardian against this guy. Oh man, what a hand. Just not in the mood to get triple tremendous fired or something. I can take this duel quite slowly since I have Ancient Tree. I know I can make a pumpkin, but it's honestly worth more. Okay. I'll take 600. That sounds great. $600 damage from a Change of Heart is absolutely amazing. Especially since he could have taken control of this and hit for 3,000. For right now, I guess I'll just throw Skelgon in face-up defense. Work my way towards Secretary of Defense, I guess. Not my favorite thing to do, by the way, but... Especially since zombies aren't really strong at Sec Def. They're already as strong as they're gonna get. Right here. We'll use Dragon Zombie. I think that works good. Well, that's a monster with a couple of equips. I guess I'm gonna have to bait him in a little bit harder. I'm going to need to get rid of one of these Skelgons then. I don't think he's playing multiple Change of Hearts. I don't honestly remember, but... Ooh, but the curry box. It's 3,400. Sheesh. I'd rather take this fight off of the Toon terrain, but... Might be having to just go over there and get him. So, in the top 24 cards in my deck, I haven't drawn I've only drawn one equip out of 6, which is pretty bad odds. Or pretty bad draws. Hey, a Violet Crystal. This will up my damage a bit. It's a little stronger, and I could absolutely just go crush him with it. But, I mean, it's only 3,000 off of that terrain. I just put this in defense and let him attack me. I mean, I know he knows what it is. Sir, how many of those are speller traps? I know it's a lot, but... The man's deck is, like, mostly speller traps, so... Oh, a Ganon. 1,100 attack is not much. It's actually going to be kind of hard for me to play something that can get over. For it to continue getting baited towards me. Do this. That's 1,900 damage. Plus my dark energy in my hands, so that should be lethal. See, he's done passing his turn. Not having to deal with traps against Pegasus is really nice. And him change of hearting a really weak creature was also really nice. That was the first time I really stepped out into the Toon Train too. Overall, that was pretty brutal. Like I said last episode, though, Malevolent Nuzzler's pretty useless for zombies. However much it would be a pretty nice equip for most archetypes. But regardless, we're in a decent spot in terms of strength. I really want to get to Shizu so I can get Jowls from her, which is pretty much one of the most broken cards in this game, especially at the deck cost that it's at in the Chaos mod. There's a reason that in Gemini I made this thing much higher deck cost. One part of that was to just make Weevil look even more intimidating, but mostly it was for late game balance, because 3 Jowls of Dark Demise should probably just be standard in almost every single PvP deck. So, and I don't like cards just being 3-ofs in PvP decks. That seems kind of silly in every single deck. That's why I also nerfed Eye Armor and Green Kappa, because those would probably also be in the same exact category. By the way, that Jowls is right in the center of the board at 3/3, so it's really hard to miss. Two power increases, This is going to be one really sad curse breaker for her. Oh, and that's not a mirror wall, so that's good. Also, for some reason, she didn't move her card 2 spaces and attack my curse breaker last turn, so we'll see why. I have no idea why. It was just a Suijin, though. Good thing I curse breakered it. It was a 4,000 attack beat stick, huh? It's one of the biggest creatures in her deck, though, so... Ooh, Karyushin. It's gonna get eternally spellbound, so I can go and pick it off later. It's really convenient. Eternally spellbinding enemies is really good when you want to kill somebody with a creature that they have. Well, this seems worth it. Bonk. $3,000 damage is a lot, so... We only need 300 damage to kill him, or her. Not draw 300 damage. It's the opposite of 300 damage. Oh well, we'll just play this Skelgon real quick. Flip it over just to give it extra experience to me. Not that it's gonna matter. I mean, this duel is absolutely over. Bonk. I could have played Ancient Tree of Enlightenment to guarantee it, but I mean, I had lethal regardless. I could have just played a card on top of the Mammoth and hit her for lethal. The brutal game. If there was anything you cared about, it's Tungyo. Otherwise, I mean, Tungyo is like the only card in these slots here that would ever be useful. Just because it has a good flip effect, or it has a good enough a flip effect. Not that it matters. It's never going in my deck, especially since I can't even fuse it in Corroding Shark, since it's too strong of a fish for that. But we're going to put Jowls in the deck because Jowls is super overpowered. It's better than Dokurizo. But yeah, we're in just such a good spot already. I haven't really even put in, like, anything spectacular. It's just we have good enough cards. So we'll go ahead and save. We can go do Labyrinth Ruler. After him, we can just go take down Keith, I guess, too. We'll have to do a reincarnation after this duel. But, yeah, this is kind of how this goes. Just make it so she can't Shadow Spell me, or Acid Trap Hole, or whatever brutal traps she wants to try and use on me. I'll try to fight her on the Wasteland terrain if possible, or him. Yeah, this is him, right? So how Labyrinth Ruler's AI works, he always just mirrors you as a player. Basically, he goes on the same column your deck leader is if he possibly can. Which is, like, it's nice that he does that. You can really bait him really badly, though, if you're aware of it. That's probably a wall shadow. I'm gonna bonk it with this Great Mammoth of Gold Fine. This is like the one duel that it would be really nice to have my maxed out leader powers, because then I'd have weakened warriors by 500. Like the only time that's ever useful. Bonk. Goodbye, Wild Shadow. I conveniently right now have Wandering Doomed, which is just like a really good card for me. To use as a bait. I'm just gonna throw another Skelgon face up while we wait. Plan is I hope he plays somewhere near me, and... Okay. You can do that if you want. That works for me, too. And just pass the turn. This works perfectly for me. Huh? Oh. I was confused for a second, then I realized I turned off my own traps. Oh well. Oops. That should have been in defense. Not that it matters. He has to get through the mesmeric control that it's going to do nothing first. He buffed a beast or something? I forget what Monster Tamer even does. I think it buffs beasts. Oh, insects. Okay, yeah. That's a dungeon worm, huh? Yes. I really enjoy not having to deal with traps. It makes this so much easier. Ooh, a tremendous fire. Disgusting. Who gave you one of those, buddy? Oh, 1900 damage is pretty good. Move his space forward and put something to bait one of his creatures here. Hopefully he doesn't play like a wall shadow and hit me directly here, but I'm not terribly worried. Well, it was something he could hit me with. Unfortunately for him, he's dead. Even the wall shadow, he would have needed a lot of equips to kill me. He would have needed 3 equips to do it, and that's just unreasonable to play around. Like 3 full strength equips, which is like pretty much impossible since he already played Kunai with Chain once. Oh, we got the Kunai with Chain. I'm going to reincarnate something around 30 deck cost. I don't think I have any spells that are right next to it. Because I'd like to get a Wasteland or a Yami or something. Bonus points if we can get a plant, but I'm not really too much needing Pumpkin right now. Magic Jammer will work perfectly. So I'll be right back after reincarnating this. Okay. Really quick, we got a Wasteland. That'll work. We also got a Soul of the Pure, which I'll also throw in the deck. Those 2 can go. No, we're just taking out the bad cards and putting in the good. Zombies are a pretty easy deck to put together. We only have like 700 deck cost, and really, I mean, like, most of our deck cost is just because we have Skelgons and stuff that don't actually need to be in the deck. Oh, there's a hand. Okay. Well, this is dark, right? Here, we'll play it here. If I draw like a mammoth graveyard or a dragon zombie or something, well, we're giga buffing a shark. This is the most powerful shark that's ever existed. Okay. Also, if this shark were to lose a fight, I'm gonna be very, very sad. Oh yeah, he has increased resistance for same-type friendlies in this, hasn't he? Oh, and this is utterly useless against him. This paralyzing potion doesn't work on machines. But this duel I found all of the traps that I've been missing. Ew, Metal Zoa? Bro. Good riddance. Mesmeric control too? Sir. Why is he being such a pain? Oh, yes. Well, whatever. Eat 3,200 damage. I don't know where you're gonna move your deck leader to, but... Oh. Well, I found lethal. Keith. I would really like to have killed that barrel dragon. But... I mean, it's not like I'm gonna ever put it in my deck, so... Get absolutely destroyed, Keith. We missed the Mesmeric control. Shame. Oh well, we got a block attack, which is reincarnation fodder. Well, we've pretty much just destroyed everyone with this zombie deck. Turns out when you give yourself 3 extra violet crystals, you are pretty strong. Although, I mean, that entire duel right there wasn't any bit to do with the violet crystals. It was entirely Bandit Keith's AI just messing up. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.